All right. Well, it's quite the outfit.
What you got? What you got to say?
I don't have to say it. It look like you about to say, I can't stand the rain.
Oh! Boom,
Boom, boom, boom, in my window. Boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom.
Come on, Missy P.
I love me some
Miss
Missy.
Stephanie.
It makes noises too.
Wow. Are you feeling glad?
Damn. I knew I was going to get cooked. Shit, you going to try to take me out to the dumpster?
Is that comfortable?
Yeah. Because it's not too small.
I don't like the feel of latex.
Well, this would be Playtex.
Like fake latex?
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't say Playtex because those are tampons.
I thought I have seen those before on the little pink boxes.
Yes.
Playtex.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a play on latex?
I don't think so. I don't think it has anything to do with latex.
Okay.
I hope it would have nothing to do with latex.
Whenever I be seeing them, like American Horror Story, where the dude is in all latex.
Oh yeah, and he melts into the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if I
really
zip this up, I did actually have. Well, it wasn't latex, but I had an outfit like that, and then I cut the booty cheeks out.
That's another thing. The only other place I've seen it was in the darkest corners of like porn.
Ooh,
it'd be like latex suits.
What were you doing
with the dong out, the vajay out, the booty out?
What were you doing on the dark sides of porn? Browsing?
I don't like I said, I don't like latex, so I've just seen it in the porn world.
Mm-hmm.
Just from how you see a bunch of stuff you're not into while you're scrolling. You watching porn?
I do.
Yeah.
Hello, Patrick.
I remember when I was a kid.
You do what I say.
Why are you Russian?
Because I feel like that just matches, No,
it didn't match at all.
I think it did.
But yeah, I remember being a little kid and seeing latex and like tentacles were really big when I was a kid.
Tentacles?
Yeah, like the
in porn?
The homepage always had like a bitch tied up in a dark room and like, yeah, and then like tentacles and stuff going in her. You never seen that? And then it'd be latex.
The cartoon ones?
There'd be cartoons, yep.
The cartoon porn is like, what is that, hentai?
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely violent.
Is it?
Like the monsters having sex,
yeah.
like the way that
it's a little,
the penises are like
a little non-consensual.
It's very weird.
I can't enjoy myself if it looks like the woman is trapped.
But I know it's a cartoon too, so they be like monsters and purple and pink, and they'd be just like
Demons,
aliens, and
yeah,
it's very wild.
I didn't really like it, but now I guess the new craze is incest. And that's just stepmom, sister. It's like what's going on? What fantasies are y'all living out?
Sister, they be having like, I
think they keep it stepsister to make it PC, but I'm sure there's some ones where they're like actual sister.
I find it very odd when I see like the title that says, "Oh, I fucked twins," or I got it on with brothers, or you said, "Hang on." No, it might be okay. It might be okay for you. I'm saying for me, I find it weird because it's like, I don't know. I don't want to be. I don't know. I don't want to be having sex in the same like sitting with my sister.
Oh, from the girls. But what about you and two brothers?
No, I mean I'm not into that at all. But I just find it weird that brothers would want to be in the same room with each other fucking. Like, it's too close. It's like,
I don't really like trains anyways.
That's just
I think
weird.
The whole like, yeah, both of us, let's bust down this one girl. Number one, I like my dick to be the only penis in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it. One dick minimum. Maximum, sorry. Jesus Christ. One dick maximum.
Ooh, that's a hell of a Freudian slip.
It's just the opposite.
Whoa.
One dick maximum in the room. Number two, it's kind of like, I don't know.
Have you been in the room where it was just more than your dick
No,
out?
I've never ran a train. I've never had a boy girl threesome. None of that.
You've never had you never had.
Because it also seems kind of like
orgy. Is that when another couple like is having sex in the same room as you? That's orgy.
Orgy is like a bunch of different people having sex all at once. That doesn't imply.
Are they touching each other or no?
I guess they
Do
could
they have to be
like those like Roman Empire orgies where everybody was just like yeah. I'm sure that's a thing, or like switching and stuff. I think that's different.
Good old swapola.
Good old swapola. I've partaken in that.
You were gonna say you've taken.
No, I didn't. Why are you trying to twist my? All right, well, let's just move on. If you're gonna try to twist everything I say,
I'm not. I'm
already being honest and saying I've done it. I've partaken. Oh, you've taken? No, I've partaken.
Have you ever taken someone's virginity?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I didn't know about it. I think that's weird. I think it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of weird to obsess over especially like older guys. Who are like,
and people try to use that as game.
V card.
They'd be like saying like, "Oh yeah, baby, I'm the one for you. We gonna get married." Blah 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 blah. They'd be selling wolf tickets, and then I don't know. I just think that's too much responsibility.
I never taken anyone's virginity,
and the first time ain't good.
No,
you know, like I
was bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, that's another thing. You know, I don't want to burst a cherry. I don't know why that seems like it's a great thing.
It's a badge of honor.
How?
It's just like,
was her first. Was it fun? It was terrible.
I think it's more of a mental thing, right? The mental aspect of like, damn, she was into me so hard that she never did this before. And she let me do it. So I think it's just like an ego boost.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the whole like men conquering as many women as they can and stuff.
But niggas be trying to have a stash of V cards.
I don't know. I think that I don't know. We get taught a lot of messed up things when we're young. Like I feel like when we're younger, it's about like quantity, and if you don't lose that quick, because I think it's also instinctual, like the animal part of us. It's just like how bears just be like pregnant. I just want as many little nigga bears as me. Nigga lions that came from me. But if you don't lose that, that's how you get the grown men who are just knocking anything that has a pulse. They be like booger wolves, werewolves.
I mean, once I saw all the comments on like aliens with fat asses, sheep videos with, you know how they cut the
and niggas be acting like they're being funny. They be dead serious.
I believe it. They say that 50% of your joke might have some truth to it. Yeah,
I feel like there's way too many niggas who grow up and they don't leave that stage. So it's all about like smash. And after a certain point, it's like, I'm not even giving you credit for smashing these women. Like, you're just doing it because you can.
You have to watch Splice.
Is that the multi-personality?
No, Splice is when they create a human mix with alien baby. And they raise it. A couple raises it, but the dad ends up fucking it because it grows up like hella fast. The timing of its growth is much, much faster than a regular human. So by the time
that's the only excuse he needed. Like, this was faster than a human. Let me get in that.
It was so weird. But he smashed her, and then Splice is a very old movie, so I don't feel like I'm ruining 80s? Anything. No. Maybe early 2000s, but
early 2000s is 25 years ago now. So it's crazy.
Somebody was like, "Oh, they handed their card to somebody to get carded, and it said that they were born in like 2001, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm 21 now," and I was just like,
yeah."
Or 2004. It was 2000. They were born in 2004. And they was like, yeah, I'm 21 now. And I was like, what?
It would have to be 2003, right?
No, if their birthday was
in January.
Yeah, if their birthday is in January. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just like, whoa, 2004 babies turned 21 this year. It's insane.
I don't know. I'd smash an alien.
You'd smash an alien?
Mm-hmm. If they were of age. What kind? Humanoid. Yeah. It wouldn't have to. It couldn't be like a squid.
It couldn't be like Aliens, like that one, the one that has the thing that comes out. Or what about a Predator?
It would have to be like a Star Trek type alien that's just like a fine looking human woman, but like green. You know,
green.
I don't think I could. Smash a monster.
You would stick your penis in something green.
Oh, like a green woman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Be interesting.
Yeah, like when your dick falls off, do you think that would be?
That's the problem with America. Like you just assume anybody different is gross, a criminal, or diseased.
I think it's a very, very, very logical thought that an alien.
Why are you assuming I go raw?
It doesn't even matter, because what if alien juice gets on you? It could burn through your skin.
Oh, I mean, I do research. I would do.
You'd be like, oh, what would your research?
It wouldn't be like, oh my God, no one's ever seen this creature before.
Okay, if I smash this alien,
it would be like if our two societies like integrated and like started like mingling within each other.
Some niggas would have to crawl for you to walk. Already,
it would have to be like a society where we're already together. It's not like if a scientist discovered something for the first time and then fucked it before we even got to research it, that's a little too horny.
Okay.
That's a little too risky. But I mean, niggas on Earth are taking bigger risks than that. Fucking some of these women out here raw. So, you know, some of y'all are taking bigger risks by fucking niggas raw.
I
they got a dirt
agree.
stick. A sick stick on them.
A little ShamWow.
A little sick dick.
Yeah, I'll be seeing videos of like dudes smashing like homeless women and stuff. Like,
videos?
Crazy.
What videos who's recording? Is this on Pornhub?
No, it was like on Instagram. And then
Instagram.
Yeah. So a couple of videos I seen, like one of the dudes, he was smashing a homeless lady in like an alley or whatever, and he was going raw, and somebody told him, they was like, hey, what are you doing? She got the HIV.
Ooh. Oh, and he like ran away.
Mm-hmm. You saw that video?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was a homeless lady. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. What? I think that
he stopped and he ran away.
I want to say that was like a very special case. I hope it was.
I mean, why would it? I don't think so. Like, this is out here. Like,
how would you even start that conversation with a homeless woman? You think she did?
No, I would definitely think it was him.
Like, yeah, come get this pussy.
No, I think he specifically went looking. I don't see any like reasonable, logical.
I don't either.
Just person being swayed by a homeless person to fuck.
Are you serious? You don't be seeing them videos of like homeless people who are like, or homeless women who are like somewhat fine. And the caption is like, I could change her. There's this one girl, she's like, this, I can help her. Or like this like light-skinned woman, she got like a vape jacket on, and they were like, what are you doing? Are you homeless? And she did the little dick-sucking motion. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's how it starts.
I don't think those people are reasonable and logical. I think they're going and looking for, because I don't give a flying shit how fine a homeless man is. He cannot convince me to do nothing, because I'm not looking for that. I'm not interested in that. It's
different, homeless man to woman. That's wild.
So do you think that you can be swayed by a homeless woman?
No, we're talking about different. We're talking about weird people.
Exactly. That's why I said reasonable and logical.
If we're talking about weird people, you can't be like, would you? That's not what we're talking about.
But that's why I'm saying, like, those people, I feel like, are going and looking for. I get their shit off. I don't think
for sure, but I don't think. I personally think that if a homeless person or a crackhead is down on their luck and they need money for drugs, they will probably go out offering. Exactly.
Yes, but to find somebody that's willing, I feel like that person is already looking.
I mean, I don't know if they were in the park looking to fuck a homeless person, but I'm sure they're down bad. But I can't, even if we're talking about strange people, I can't wrap my head around the fact of a nigga walking around a park looking for a homeless person to fuck. It's probably a homeless person like, coming out of nowhere like, suck your dick. And they'll be like, okay, for sure, I'm down bad.
Eyes because niggas is out here looking.
For homeless people.
Yes, to
I don't
smash.
Think so. I don't
because, I mean, it ain't no strings attached. You know, and you got
why not a prostitute?
And because you have to pay.
Dude,
you'll be like that dude.
I don't.
The dude walking around ding-a-ling for sale. I got ding-a-ling for sale with his cardboard. His cardboard sign.
Homeless.
Ding-a-ling for sale.
I don't think so.
I think old girl spent a block to get some ding-a-ling for sale. This nigga was selling his ding-a-ling for $20.
It says that some people offer money for sex to homeless people because they're desperate, but I don't see. So I don't see anything about that.
So you think it's not happening? Okay.
It's called survival sex. It's engaged by homeless people, refugees, asylum seekers, and others disadvantaged in society. It can include trading sex for food, a place to sleep, or other basic needs. Mm-hmm. Also addictive drugs. Mm-hmm. The term is used by sex trade, poverty researchers, and aid worker. Survival sex. I need sex and water.
I've never heard of that term before. I guess I've heard of the concept, but never heard of the term survival sex. I guess it is a basic need.
All right. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Let's get into some thick facts.
Woo, thick facts. Thick facts.
Well, the U.S. is in new leadership.
Yeah.
A lot of new stuff going on for us. Mm-hmm. So I got an American history fact.
We might need to start doing that every episode because they're kind of trying to get rid of our history.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not our history. This is white history, but it's still pretty good.
Oh.
So, you know how like U.S. coins be having like little slogans on it and stuff?
Mm-hmm. In God we trust.
So the first slogan on a U.S. coin was not in God we trust.
Oh.
But it was actually mind your business.
You lying.
I'm dead serious. We changed it to in God we
trust. Why would we ever change that? Change it back. Let's start a petition.
Because
to change it
historically, Americans never mind their business. How did we get this country? We didn't mind our own business. Oh, what y'all got going on over here? Yoink. You know, how did we get slaves? What y'all got going on over here? Yoink. We never mind our own business. And then somehow we changed that to in God we trust. Now we're taking God out the schools. You feel me?
Right.
But it says,
I definitely think we need to go back to mind your business.
And hopefully people listen.
For sure.
This is how we got Karens.
And you know the phrase mind the business that pays you. If it's on money, like.
That's probably where it came from.
Period.
So it says America made its first coin in 1787. This penny didn't bear the face of any founding fathers, since the founding fathers were still alive and founding. Putting leaders on money.
Oh,
putting leaders on money was more of an English thing than an American one. Uh-huh. Many early coins would include the face of Lady Liberty, but the first cent didn't even have that. Instead, the coin had the face of the sun. The tiny face of the sun looking down at a giant sundial. Letters spelled out the word Fugio, which is why the coin is known as the Fugio cent.
We should go back to that. That sounds fire. The sun with a sundial saying, mind your business? Nah.
Mm-hmm. Fugio is Latin for I fly, so the coin was reminding everyone that time flies, and possibly that money flies, since time is money.
Jesus Christ! That's
pretty stacked, right? It says, the coin did not bear the words, in God we trust. The slogan wouldn't appear on coinage till after the Civil War. They waited until the Civil War to say, in God we trust? That's interesting.
A lot changed.
This was a literal instruction about commerce. But it's not. But it's a lot funnier today since it sounds like it's telling everyone to stop being so nosy. Okay, so a literal instruction about commerce.
So mind your business. Your business is like your actual
your money.
Yeah.
Interesting. On the back of the coin are 13 rings forming a circle, an image that never quite caught on, despite the 13 stripes on the flag and the 13 arrows in the Great Seal. Since the country didn't yet have the slogan E pluribus unum, a different slogan on the back shared the same basic sentiment, we are one. It had a double meaning as well, since Fugio pennies were worth 1 cent. I like how this shows us like the stuff that didn't work. You know, they tried a bunch of slogans and symbols. Mm-hmm. Some of them stuck. Some of them didn't, like the rings. Even though the rings are for the Olympics.
Hey, that coin is fire. I'm looking at it right now.
The Fugio?
Mm-hmm.
Fugio.
That's a really cool fact.
It looked ancient too.
This, right?
The sundial, yeah, the sundial. I mean, it is kind of an ancient coin that's hundreds of years old, but the sundial definitely makes it look like an ancient Indiana Jones-esque treasure coin.
I know. I bet you. What you think it's worth now?
That penny?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. From the 1700s?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't know. I have a very I have a very weird gauge of what artifacts cost. Because all I have to go off is movies like Indiana Jones and the Mummy, and then video games. So it's if you get an ancient coin or an old El Gato golden cat, that could be $100,000. It could be $5,000. I don't know, $2 million. I have no idea.
Well, I guess it depends on when it stopped being produced, maybe.
Or when it's from.
Mm-hmm.
What about treasure? What the hell is treasure equate to? Pirate treasure, when they be finding booty and it's just all those vague ass coins and jewels. How much do you think a treasure chest of pirate treasure?
Millions, probably.
You think millions?
Yeah. I would think millions. Because, especially back in the day, they used raw materials, right? Mm-hmm. So if you find a gold coin, gold is measured in weight. So if you find a treasure chest full of gold, that's worth a ton, depending on how much it weighs. So,
well, according to AI, it says it can range from millions to billions of dollars, with some of the most famous, like the Treasure of Lima, estimated to be worth around 160 million yen. I think that's the sign. Is that the sign that's That is the Flor de Mar shipwreck was billions of dollars. A Portuguese ship that sank carrying a large amount of gold. Blackbeard's treasure was 500 million. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Captain Kidd's treasure, 160 million.
What about the One Piece?
I gotta start watching that again. Mm-hmm. I'm super into this right now.
Yes, very good.
I'm about to go on a huge rabbit hole of treasure.
That was a really good fact.
I used to always say that if I couldn't get a good job in society, I would become a treasure hunter.
So you're gonna be out there on the sand with the metal detectors on the beach?
No, those are the lamest treasure hunters. You're gonna find a quarter. They be finding a quarter and being like, I can go home now. No, I'm trying to dive into shipwrecks and
but
go around ruins and stuff. This was when I was a kid. I loved the ocean when I was a kid. Now there's way too many.
But you've been traumatized.
I can't. I would never go to a ruins that doesn't have tickets. If it's tickets, that means it's been completely businessified. Mm-hmm. It's safe. There's no traps. There's no animals. You could see it. But if I'm the first person there, and I would never ever do that.
Okay. Well, my fact. It does have to do with time, but not money.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Time is money.
Proportional theory suggests that time seems to speed up as we age because every year we live is a smaller percentage of the total amount of time we've been alive. So basically...
so we're comparing it to our whole life.
Yeah.
So when we be like, January just flew by, it's like, yeah, compared to the other decades that we were been alive.
Right. So the theory suggests that a year feels shorter in old age because it's a smaller fraction of a person's life. Time passes faster as people age because each day is a smaller percentage of their total.
So when we're like 5 years old, a year is like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
You don't think so?
No, because it's like a day is 24 hours, you know? I'm not comparing today to the rest of my life. So when I say like, damn, this year went by fast, this month went by fast, I think if everybody thinks that, I think that just time moves by pretty fast, you know?
I was thinking more so that time had to do with what you're doing. Basically, you know, they say that time flies when you're having fun. Yeah. And so as you get older, you have more responsibilities. You know, you don't have as much downtime. If you're like trying to really get to it, you don't have as much downtime when you're focused and doing stuff. Like the days go by really fast to me. So I thought it was that. And then as I've gotten older, I've kind of stopped focusing on time. I think when I was a bit younger, I was, you know, working jobs that I hated. You know, so I'm like,
the time moves slow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
15 minutes the 15 minutes before you about to clock out feels like an eternity. So I attributed it to being back then, time is going slow because I'm not doing things that I want to do. Fast forward, I stopped doing those things. I started doing things I like doing. And now the days go by like that. And then I also thought about daylight savings because when it gets dark at 4:45, 5 o'clock, it feels like the day literally just went by like that, you know? So I didn't think it had to do with like life percentage.
I think it has to do with just enjoying yourself as opposed to being busy. You know, I used to think that being busy, like, that made the time go by fast, and it does, you know. But I can honestly say there'd be some weeks where I'll be doing nothing. And
those days be going by fast too.
The weekly markers that I have, whether it's like a class that I have or even trip, like recording, no, not like a trip, like stuff that happens every week. So like a class,
I thought you were talking about like an upcoming trip.
Like a podcast or like even here, when we got in here, we were like, man, it seems like we were just here. And we weren't. So I feel like when we are enjoying ourselves, I think those markers be just like popping up. Like even my streams, I just started doing like weekly streams. And it seems like I'll stream every other day. Wednesday. And then before I know it, it's Wednesday again. And it'd be like, damn, that was fast, but I didn't have a busy week. So I don't know. I think that as long as you're enjoying yourself, it just doesn't seem like... But I feel like that's also because like if you're not enjoying yourself, you're always looking at the clock. So if you're not having fun or if you're at a job that you don't like and stuff, it seems like time is slow because you're like, God damn, all I'm thinking about is wanting time to go by. But if you're just chilling, when you have like an hour massage, it feels like it's 5 minutes because you're like, this is so nice. You know, and so since it's nice, you don't really be thinking about like, damn, like time's going by so slow.
You know, I've watched Interstellar probably 5 times this week.
This week?
Yeah, because I like put it on while I'm doing stuff, and I've noticed just like how we all know how important time is, but I don't think it's at the forefront of our minds often.
Yeah.
You know, so that movie, it's my favorite movie in the entire world.
It's a great movie.
And forever and ever. But it has everything to just do with like gravity and time and you know, I think one of the more famous parts of the movie is when they land on the planet and every hour there is 7 years
water
on
power,
Earth.
The water planet, that's my favorite part.
Yeah. It's just like, you know, by the time they get off and they get back up to the ship because of all that happened, it's been 23 years that's gone by and the dude just right up in space is like, it's been decades, you know?
Dude held it down.
He held it down, but I just thought about just left.
Yeah, like they did.
He did the long nap thing.
Who?
I think a couple times.
The black dude?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he wasn't just chilling for 20 years?
I think he did a couple of, like, because, they can set a time to be woken up.
Yeah.
Because when they got to Matt Damon's planet, he was like, I just set a time, like a one way, like I never expected to be waking up.
Yeah.
But it's just gotten me more so into thinking about time and how time moves and how to better utilize time while we have it.
Yeah.
Because, when you think about it, like I think about the job I had when I was a therapist and working there for almost 10 years. And I look back and I'm like, damn, I worked there for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like it when time was going by, but I'm just like, okay, I remember when I first started my swimwear brand, when I first started getting followers, and then fast forward, it's been 7 years, and I'm like, oh my God, like
crazy.
Like when you think
flies.
about how long you've been doing what you do, you're like, oh shit, I got some skin in the game.
10
like,
years, yeah.
10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I was a intern at 24. I think I was 23 going on 24. And the first year I was there, I was just grunt work and stuff. And then around the time I started doing content creation, it's been about 10 years.
Yeah. Okay, 10-year anniversary. Let's go.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Interstellar is good. It ain't 5 times in a month good.
Don't do that.
It's good. It's a great movie. I see why it's people's number one. But I don't know, like there has to be a certain playfulness for me to watch a movie that much. Like them deep like as much as I liked Inception, which actually
I just watched it yesterday.
I actually like Inception more than Interstellar.
I watched Inception yesterday.
But there is a playfulness because of the crazy visual effects and all that kind of stuff. But like even those like super intense long movies, I don't know if I can put myself in that mood multiple times in one period of time. That's why like a lot of my favorite movies that are just like this was a masterpiece, I can't watch that many times.
Well, see, what I do, I don't actually like sit there and watch it, the whole time. I've seen it plenty of times. So what I'll do is when I need some background noise, I'll be like, oh, Interstellar's 3 hours long. Or YouTube. Oh, I'll go on YouTube and watch We Trippin' for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll put on something. Shameless plug. I'll put on something so that I can do whatever I have to do. Sure. But I found myself, since it's on Netflix right now, since Interstellar's on Netflix, I found myself just putting it on. And I think it's been about 5 times that I just put it on and did what I have to do.
The cornfields and that damn song. And it's good, but it ain't every day good.
Nah, man, going through the wormhole, him going into the black hole, the gargantua.
Boom, boom. Hans Zimmer was just given one line of dialogue when he wrote that.
I think I did know that.
Isn't that crazy?
I watched a whole
He was like, I'm scoring your movie? Show me the movie. Nah, nigga. Nigga goes to space and misses his family. That's one of those things, like, if he completely failed and gave a trash song, it's like, well, you didn't give me nothing.
Right. That's when you really got to go deep into self. Like, okay, how would it be if I went to space and I was missing my family? Like, where? That's crazy.
He said he broke it down to just being a father. So that kind of ruined it for me. Because I thought he was watching them niggas driving through the cornfield. He was going boom, 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 like matching the energy. But he was just like, I'm a dad. Boom, boom. And it just happened to work,
I mean, it is what it is. Didn't he?
The feeling.
What's crazy about that is I just saw something, I don't know how true it is or not, but Saudi Arabia was like reaching out to Hans Zimmer for him to like compose their new national song.
Oh.
Which is very cool.
That's pretty cool. It's going to be like boom, 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 boom.
Why would it be like that?
Because that's just what Hans Zimmer is known for doing. He kind of just brought that percussion type of stuff to... I remember when I was in music school, a lot of teachers didn't like him because they were all glazing John Williams, who had like all these themes, like Indiana Jones and E.T. and all these classic themes. And then all of Hans Zimmer's movies were just like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, I
get you hype.
I like it.
That almost got me hype.
Those, yeah, because you a nigga and niggas love drums. Niggas love drums. It is what it
is. I'll be a nigga.
All right.
My thread. What's the horniest thing y'all ever did?
Wow. Okay. Let's start with that.
What's the horniest thing y'all ever did? This guy says, ate my girl's pussy when she was on her period. Yuck. And went in for a kiss and dropped them clots off in her throat.
When you first started, I was like, oh, the eating a girl out on her period thing. Oh, okay. That's gross. It tripled. Yeah, the grossness quadrupled. That's partially on her too, because she let him kiss him, but dropping the clots off.
So that means it was like day 2 or day 3.
It's beyond my knowledge. That's when you guys get all clotty.
Yeah, day 2 and 3. For me, day 2 and 3 are the heaviest. So
if he was getting clots, that means he was going inside with the tongue.
Nope.
You can the clots just be falling off?
Yeah, they come out. They drop out. So
normally?
Yes, that's why we have to wear tampons and pads. Yeah, that's how it comes out. It comes right. Sometimes there's clots.
Your tongue would have to be there. So he was inside.
What I'm saying is he doesn't have to be inside. He can be. This is a disgusting conversation, but he could be licking on the outside and a clot comes out. If it's heavy, you're getting.
But for it to stay on your tongue and for you to transfer it, what I'm saying is he was doing some scooping. He was doing some digging.
I'm just saying not necessarily if it's a heavy time for her, and
it's
especially
gross.
If she.
I think we can agree it's gross.
Yeah,
let's move on.
I stole my aunt's friend's panties so I can smell them. I still have them to this day.
Oh, so this wasn't even something he regretted. Your aunt's friend?
Yeah.
You stole from Miss Gladys?
Oh, what if it's like a young auntie? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he was like a teenager or something. Little 16-year-old had a fine auntie friend.
They probably know that he did that. Mm-hmm. They're like, all right, watch
the auntie hella embarrassed. I know. If she know.
Damn.
Oh, girl, don't worry.
It's just little Marcus.
This is disgusting. Collected strands of his hair left on his hoodie and made out with the voodoo doll I created with it.
Oh my God. You couldn't beat this shit out of me. Batman could not torture that out of me. I wouldn't. That nigga got on the internet and really just said that.
She made a voodoo doll out of his hair.
First of all, if she knew how to make the doll, she was already crazy before the actual kiss.
Right. That's tough.
Yikes.
This might be the worst.
Worse than what we've been hearing?
Sucked my own dick thinking about her.
Nigga said thinking about her like it would take the pause out. How do you suck your own dick, you flexible monkey? Jesus Christ.
He's probably on his back with them legs up.
That's what we used to hear about
Marilyn
Manson, how he took a rib out so he could suck his own dick.
Didn't he say that wasn't true?
It wasn't true, no.
Uh-huh.
But I mean,
but I remember that. I believe
he looked the type. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful of your image because niggas will give you a rumor.
Yeah, niggas will mess you up. Remember when they said Sierra was a man?
Okay, well, to be fair, she didn't do anything to cause that.
She didn't, but I'm saying like we as kids we believed a lot of shit that was just
was just crazy. I feel like that was more anti Bow Wow than anti Sierra.
I never knew where that originated from, but I never believed it. But I was just like, damn,
it somehow went viral before social media.
That was crazy.
In different states knew that.
Now, yeah, I don't know why or how things went viral anymore back then.
Same, like the Unforgivable series.
Yeah, because he was before YouTube, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Which is crazy because now on YouTube, those videos have good amount of views for nostalgia, but like when it hit, it would have been
right.
crazy.
I don't remember where I was watching that, but I remember I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Stole her paper because it had her eraser shavings on it. They used the shavings to make a paste that I used to give myself an enema. He put it in his butt.
With her pencil shavings?
Mm-hmm. Eraser shavings. Maybe because, sometimes you have to blow it off your... when you erase something,
he stuck her eraser shavings in his ass?
Yeah.
Why was that? How is that even sexual?
He put it in his butt.
No, I'm fully aware of that part being sexual. I'm just saying eraser shavings.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he watched her blow it off of her page or something, and he thought like, "Oh, I'm turned up."
That's just weird. I don't even know if that's considered sexual.
It's very like these are beyond.
What's the enema for?
Typically to help you take a poop when you're constipated, or if you can't poop.
It's just loosening
a suppository. You put it up there.
And he thought if her eraser shavings was in it, it would get him off. Does it get people off?
Enemas could also be medicine too, right?
I started off not knowing.
I really can't make sense of this.
Okay, what's going on?
In 8th grade, there was a porn star who looked like my crush. I was dead ass wanking to her while crying because I couldn't bear looking at my crush getting pounded.
Wow. He could have just watched another porn. I thought the whole point was like, oh, sweet. There's a grown woman who looks like my ex who's getting smashed, so I could picture my ex getting smashed. Or not? Was it her ex or his crush?
No, his crush.
That would be a score for me.
While whacking off is an insane visual.
I mean, it's weird because the porn star looked like a little girl, but I guess that's only weird for grown men. He was a kid.
8th grade.
So why wouldn't that be a win? It's clearly not her. So you get to see her having sex.
Yeah, but it's not you.
Crying. So
the visual is your crush being pounded by someone else.
But you're watching it 1,000% by choice.
Your brain's not fully developed in 8th grade.
So you're whacking it and crying like, no, please don't. Like how are you enjoying it and hating it?
He's visualizing maybe a bully in his class, like being the dude? Person she's getting pounded by.
Then what's the whacking? How do you whack off to that?
Because she's a porn star, so she's probably getting...
It's got to be one or the other. You either horny and trying to come or crying and upset. How are you crying and actively wanking it?
Man's was fighting for his life.
That's so crazy to put yourself in that dilemma. That's insane.
He said, she sneezed into a tissue. I then used it to jack off.
Oh my God. These are all so much worse than I thought they were going to be.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
Not the snot jack.
It gets worse.
That is crazy. I don't even know if that would that work? Mucus?
She sneezed it out. That's one of my least favorite words. I don't know, but clearly, if he did it somehow, I mean, like, how long did it take you to find it? Like,
what?
I mean, she just like
he probably watched her do it. I feel like he has to watch her do it. Mm-hmm. That has to be part of the sexualness, because if he just went into a tissue and was like, I think this is hers, that's crazy. Some of the weirdness must have been like watching her do it and then throw it away and then be like, oh, it's hers. That's what I'm assuming with the eraser shavings.
We're going to have to rank these as the top 3 of the worst. Okay. Are you ready for this one?
I don't know.
I kept the used condom and chewed on it later.
This was the nigga?
We listen and we judge.
At least he hit. All the other niggas were stalkers. All the other niggas, we don't even know.
Chewing on a used condom?
They're all terrible. But what I'm saying is at least this one included her. Everyone else was like a stalker. Like,
but you
I took their
in
hair. I took to her eraser shavings. I took her used Kleenex. She probably didn't even know those people existed. At least
chewing on
these
your
people
own
were
nut,
having sex.
To me, it's
no, it's horrible. But if they're a freaky ass couple, she could be like, "Yeah, I like when you do that," because at least she was included in the sex. Everybody else was just a stalker on the outside. I'm gonna say, putting erasers up your ass is pretty bad, but it's not even cracking the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think the ones that were the most violent in my brain were the snot jack, clearly the chewing the condom. The voodoo doll was kind of crazy. I think the voodoo doll wasn't the nastiest, but there's black magic involved. You can't throw that to the side. If she knew how to make a black magic voodoo doll, that means there's probably some curses involved.
Mm-hmm.
She was kissing it, which isn't getting you off, which is to me a little bit weirder, because at least those other niggas got post-nut clarity and was like, oh, what the hell am I doing? Maybe.
Yeah.
But that nigga, she made the doll, made out with it, didn't even nut.
So your top 3.
Number 3, voodoo doll.
Voodoo doll.
Number 2, the snot jack off. I'm gonna put condom because you're putting it in your mouth and chewing on it, even though it's not the weirdest to me. It's super weird, and it's your mouth, which is very intimate.
That's crazy. Ours are so different.
Because at least like with jacking off with snot, as horrifying and disgusting as that is, I feel like I've heard of dudes using like spit and all this weird stuff. Mm-hmm. So at least you can break it down. If you were in court, you can be like, I'm not crazy. Snot just feels good.
So you're saying that was like the least ridiculous.
That to me is number 3.
Okay.
Because at least you could claim insanity by saying the snot just feels good. And you'd be like, that's weird, but at least it breaks down to just the feeling of it.
Okay.
The voodoo doll has a lot of other stuff involved in it, like magic, which is kind of number 1, but I'll put it as number 2 because just putting a used condom in your mouth is pretty wild.
So my top 3 of the worst would have to be number 3 is sucking your own dick.
Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. See, I was talking about the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my bad. The mucus one's out of there. Yeah. It's voodoo, condom, sucking your own dick.
Okay. So condom is the second to me. And the first was the blood clot exchange.
I forgot about how bad these were.
These were bad.
Remix. Sorry. Damn, I forgot.
The enema, like...
Blood clot's the worst. Blood clot's the worst.
Blood clot is the worst. Yeah.
Because at least you can be like, that was somebody else's pussy blood. I don't know. Sucking your own dick is crazy. And then saying like, well, I was thinking about a woman. So like, were you her in your mind?
Enema is crazy.
Still a dick in your mouth. But at least it's your own.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about enema right now because enema is actually when you squeeze the liquid up your butt. And it has this like tube that you can like squeeze to help you.
So that's the worst to you?
Nah, it's not the worst.
Because it's eraser shavings. If he said like I put like her toenails in it or something, that would be pretty bad.
That's number 4.
Still, that one's bad, but like I'm thinking the blood. Damn, the blood in the mouth isn't as bad as sucking your own dick, though.
Yes, it is. Well, I don't know, because
that's just wild. Like you saying you fantasizing about somebody who doesn't have a penis. So are you fantasizing that you're her sucking a penis?
I guess so. The mind is a powerful thing. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is close your eyes, get some liquor in your system, maybe smoke some weed, and
set a
hit
vibe.
A shroom.
Set a vibe first.
Yeah. Put some candles up, eat some good food. You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting the blood clots in number one because he got no pleasure from that. At least the nigga sucking his own dick got his dick sucked.
Can you imagine, like, if she came to, now you got like
a little cocktail,
and blood, a little cum tail. It's disgusting.
I'm kind of done with your thread.
I just wanted to read a couple of responses.
Okay.
Somebody said, blood clots almost made me vomit, bro.
Yep.
Let's normalize having secrets.
Let's normalize having shame.
I did not learn to read for this.
Right.
Oh, now people are getting back to sharing. I'm bricked up right now. Damn, y'all ain't even scared of digital footprints.
Right. You're going to try to run for office after this.
And somebody said it's a bad day to have a phone.
That was just a number of things that I didn't think anybody would share. And here's the thing. I don't think it's a shame thing. I think that some people don't know how weird they are until they share.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like there's now that the internet, just everybody's talking and everybody has a podcast, there'd be stuff that people say, and you could tell by how they say it that it's like, yeah, I mean, we did this.
Like the dude who said that he blew in old boy's butthole in jail. Remember when we were watching, I think it was Adam 22, and they were talking about Glock dookies and shit, and how they be knocking dudes out and blowing and spitting in their butthole. And the one dude came on, he was like, well, have you ever done it? And he was like, yeah, I did it before. I spit on a nigga asshole before. It was like, and he was looking around for like validation. And niggas was like,
that's kind of what I'm talking about.
Bruh.
But that's like this is how we do type shit, Which is
but it was still weird because in the environment he was in, he thought people were going to accept that if they did it. And
right. That's more what I'm talking about. People are saying shit like they think it's normal. He probably knew that wasn't normal, but he was just like, that's how we violate niggas. And everybody was like, hey, yo. He was like, okay, my bad.
And I've done it
I'm
before.
saying like stuff where a nigga could say like, yeah, I sucked my own dick and thought about my girl. And then he looks around like people be like, yeah, for sure. We do that too. And everybody's like, not only do we not do that, that's one of the most horrible things we've ever heard. And then they're just like, oh shit, I'm on an island. It's too late. I already said it.
For reference, I just want to say for reference, because people might not know what I'm talking about. A Glock dookie is a weapon used in jail that contains shit, piss, cum, snot, puke, etc., usually stuffed in a condom or a concontainer that can project the liquid. A toothpaste bottle that can
a condom
just
is
shoot
crazy.
it out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting shot with a Glock dookie?
No!
It's crazy.
No, because it's not just one person's either, right?
No, it's like a
medley.
Accumulation. Means that a bunch of niggas are shitting in the same place.
Literally a cocktail.
That's like a chemical. It's like chemical warfare, right?
Absolutely.
It's terrifying.
Do you know how much stuff you can catch if that could probably cause blindness? Friggin', I don't even want to get into it, but yes, Glock dookie, y'all.
Well, that was enough threads for one day.
I think so.
That was enough threads for maybe a couple weeks. We might not have an episode next week. just because you watched this and had to
need some recovery time.
Need some recovery.
You need
time.
healing.
No, I'm just kidding. We'll have an episode next week, but maybe we'll tone it down a little.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, this will be I'm
sorry, y'all.
Thin threads. Next week is thin threads. Okay. All right. Well, I'm horrified. I'm disgusted. I'm confused.
And I'm sorry.
And I'm also Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephone.
We will see you next week, maybe.
Bye.
I just cancel the show.